A lot of you guys are scared of doing full body workouts because you think that they're too hard to do. And therefore you turn to a split routine, upper lower, or push pull, because at least then you could recover. At least then you could push your workout to the absolute maximum. Now, if that's you, I want to identify why you're having trouble doing full body workouts in the first place. Break down the root cause. So are you ready to learn some raw truth? If so, let's get this started. So first and foremost, the number one reason why guys are having trouble doing full body workouts is because they lack work capacity. And that's just the simple reality of things. People are living in denial with the fact that they have no fitness abilities whatsoever, which I don't know why you'd be ashamed of that. I mean, listen, we were all in that state at some point. We had to work our way up, and it is what it is. So if you have bad work capacity, why are you going to lie to yourself and say, no, I'm Mr. Joe Fitness. I could do whatever the fuck I want. No, you can't. If you can't handle a full body workout, in my eyes, you are not fit. That's just the plain truth. Because if I take a random powerlifter, a competitive powerlifter, and I put him in my workout, he's going to handle it no problem. He will complete the workout because he probably does a lot of GPP and he manages volume and intensity such that his work capacity is good. Same thing for a strongman competitor. If I take a strongman, I throw him into my workout, he'll be able to handle it no problem. So it's not the full body that's the issue. It's you that's the issue. You need to accept the fact that some of you guys don't have good work capacity. And again, that's nothing to be ashamed of. There's lots of things you could do to raise it, such as lowering the rest intervals. I mean, seriously, some of you dudes are resting 3 to 5 minutes between each set, and you'll wonder why you're not fit. You'll wonder why you're out of breath after doing 5 fucking reps. It's because you're not resting little amounts. You're resting so long. You're taking your sweet ass fucking time. And that's another reason why you guys are living in the gym when you do full body workouts. Your intensity days should never take more than 2 hours for information. Your volume days should not be taking 3 fucking hours. If you're living in the gym while you're doing full body, it means your rest periods is too long. And again, that's why this is the root cause why people cannot complete these workouts. It's the root cause, because I'm telling you for a fact, I've been doing full body for years and I've never had issues completing an entire workout. Some of you have seen my volume days. They're absolutely madness. They're crazy in volume. I threw up on a volume day, yet I still complete it. So how come I'm able to complete it? Is it because I'm some mastermind or whatever? No. It's called work capacity. There's some people who have it, some people don't. So if you're in a situation where your work capacity is terrible, start working on it. Lower your rest intervals, do more GPP, start introducing volume training elements. Stop neglecting the root cause. And I guarantee you that if you do this for long periods of time, you start addressing your work capacity, you'll be able to handle full body. I promise you that you'll be able to do it, because it can be, man. I've worked with a lot of guys who are strong, who are on my level of strength, and they can handle full body no problem. Yet you'll have some random dude on the internet saying, oh, I can't do it. How come you can't do it? Yet there's a lot of guys like myself and people that I've worked with that can pull it off. How come there's guys in my comment section that can pull it off? Is it because we're all genetic outliers? What about the old school bodybuilders? They all did full body workouts. Split routines did not exist at the time. Seriously, guys, you got to raise your work capacity. So that's reason number 1. Reason number 2, you are treating full body workouts like a split routine. And that's like a big thing right there. So many guys, when they start doing full body, they think that you got to do every movement pattern in existence, which is a huge mistake. That's a fatal mistake right there. It's going to cost you your workouts completely. Okay, so if you're training your chest, right, you shouldn't be doing like more than 2 chest movements in a workout. You shouldn't be doing 4 or 5 chest exercises followed by 4 shoulder movements, followed by 4 legs, followed by 4 this. It shouldn't be like that. The whole objective of full body is to divide it such that you have higher frequency in the gym, yet you're still getting a lexicon of exercises and your weekly volume is rather high. That's the goal of full body. So instead of doing all these sets in one workout, it's called you divide. It's as simple as that. All you got to do is divide, and you'll be able to make all the volume gains you need. Stop trying to turn full body into a split, man. Don't take your favorite 5-day bodybuilding split and cram it into one workout. You're going to be doing over 15 movements. The volume is just going to be ridiculous. You're going to be doing like over 200 sets in one workout. Obviously, you're going to have trouble doing full body workouts. But you see, that's not optimal programming. Even if you look at what the old school bodybuilders did, none of them trained like that, man. They maybe did like 2 or 3 exercises max for a body part in a given session. And they would make up for the lack of volume by increasing their frequency. So that's the whole key right there. You got to increase frequency, drop volume back a little bit. And of course, you can still have volume days. That's what I do. Where you can do like 4 different movements for a body part. But it shouldn't be done every single time you go to the gym. Not every workout has to include all the movement patterns in existence. It's still full body if you leave a little stuff out, okay? Like if I do a deadlift, That's a full body exercise. Technically, I don't have to squat. You see my point? I mean, I could do a squat and a deadlift in the same session, but I don't have to because the deadlift also works your entire body. If I do a rack pull, technically I don't have to deadlift because the rack pull works the entire body, you see? Maybe I'll do a bit more posterior chain work at the end, but I'm not going to start pairing rack pull, deadlift, and squat in one session, okay? So all I'm trying to say is that you got to learn to divide your movements, man. You got to learn to divide. Stop putting everything in one freaking session, okay? The whole point of full body is to cut the sets back a little bit. I mean, cut the exercise selection back a bit and do it over time. And see, that's why guys are a bit confused when they see my videos. They're like, Alex, you're barely doing any movements. You're only doing a few exercises here and there. But what they don't realize is that by the end of the year, I've done over 300 exercises. I've done so many sets of movements that I'm pretty much higher than your average split routine. So again, don't look at it in terms of the individual workouts. Look at it in terms of the weekly thing, the monthly, the yearly, like what you're accumulating over time. As long as you're rotating exercise, you're getting a high lexicon of movements in the long run, you're going to be all good. So that's reason number 2. Reason number 3. A lot of you dudes are running minimalist programs. Now listen, minimalist full body is a great thing when you're just starting off, okay? Like if you're a novice lifter, running something like my free novice program, which is a very good program, by the way, please check it out. Starting strength, StrongLifts 5x5, all these cookie cutter programs, that's good because it's linear progression. It's exactly what you need. Even when you get to intermediate, something like the Texas Method or Mad Cows is excellent, right? But you see, when you start getting past that point, you can't rely on these minimalist programs if you're running a full body setup. You need to start periodizing your training just like any other routine. In upper lower, you're going to periodize your training, correct? Okay, so why would you not do this on a full body? Why are you going to continue to run linear progression based systems and then blame the full body? No, it's not the full body. It's the lack of periodization. So that's a really, really big one. You got to stop running minimalist programs and blame the full body. Like I've known there was a few YouTubers here and there who say that full body workouts are only for beginners, which is total fucking bullshit because I'm living proof right now that they're not for beginners, and the old school bodybuilders are also living proof of this as well. In fact, if I want to be very real with you, most of you can probably reach your genetic max by doing full body workouts exclusively. So there's no beginner element. There's only beginner programs, which there's beginner upper lowers and there's beginner full body. But the point is, the beginner systems is not exclusive to full body training style, okay? If you want an advanced full body, you got to make up for it by periodizing your shit. So stop referencing me, starting strength, and Mad Cows 5x5 as the epitome of full body training. Like, do you even naturally enhance, bro? Like, naturally enhance is pretty much like West Side. It's full body twice a week. There's no minimalist shit. There's over 300 fucking exercises. So stop with that bullshit, man. Stop. I'm tired of guys saying full body equals Mad Cows, full body equals starting strength. No, it doesn't. For beginners, maybe it does, but when you're more advanced, you got to start running more advanced systems. And there's tons of guys who have written time-proven, effective programs that they've coached athletes with, and it works, okay? So that's why you're not seeing the gains that you want for full body. That's why you're having trouble recovering, because if you run a novice type of progression scheme, biological law of accommodation is going to fuck you up the ass, bro. So you think that it's the full body, but in fact, it's the biological law of accommodation. So what do you have to do to override it? Periodize your training. And guess what? You don't have to be doing an upper lower to periodize. You can periodize on a full body. Yes, you can. I'm proving it. I'm proving it, guys. So that's another thing right there. Don't blame the full body. Blame the training principles that go behind it, okay? And then the final reason why guys cannot handle full body workouts is because they're not doing it long enough. This is a very, very big one. See, guys are going to run a program for like a week or two, and then they're going to say, oh, it's too hard, I'm quitting right now. When in fact, they didn't give their body a chance to adapt. You see, everybody who starts doing full body, they're going to have a very difficult time doing it, especially if we factor in all the things I mentioned before, like the lack of work capacity, etc. So I can understand why you may have troubles at first, but if you just give full body workouts a chance, you run it for a couple months, you're going to find that you'll adapt very, very fine. Like personally, I have no desire to run an upper lower or push pull because my recovery is just fine. My recovery is flawless, in fact, and I can finish my workouts without any difficulty. You've seen my full body intensity days, my volume days. I always complete it, and I always feel great at the end of the workout. I mean, sometimes I'm really drained and stuff, but there's no excuse, okay? Sometimes I don't even sleep. I'm sleeping like 3 to 5 hours a night, and I'm still going to the gym, still finishing my full body workouts. And it's not because I'm a superhuman specimen. It's because this is the default training style. So it's the training style that I know. It's what I've been using for so many years. So the same thing will happen to yourself if you give full body workouts a chance. You up your work capacity. You start doing your GPP. You start periodizing your training. You do all the things I talked about before. Then you're not going to have trouble doing it anymore, buddy. You ain't going to have no problems running full body. So again, everything that people say that's negative regarding full body, it's not exclusive to full body. It's just the fact that they're not using the right training concepts. Okay, so stop with your dogmatic attitudes. Give full body a shot. I guarantee you, if you do it for at least a month or two, you're going to adapt to it. And if you don't, listen, it's called taking a fucking coffee break, all right? I'm serious. Just take a break. If you're tired after doing your upper body session, sit down on a couch, sit down on a chair, have a cup of coffee, maybe have a fucking protein shake, whatever you want. I don't care what you do. Relax, 5-10 minutes. Go to Starbucks. I don't give a fuck. Get late. I don't care. Chill. And then go train. And you'll find that you feel rejuvenated. Sometimes I end up talking to a fucking person for like 10 minutes right after my upper body workout. And all of a sudden it's like, I'm cold. And now I gotta go do the lower body portion. You see my point? And all of a sudden, I feel recharged. So the same thing can happen to you. Just fucking chill, bro. Chillax. Stop blaming the full body for all your issues, dude. Give it a shot. Run it for a few months. Usually, a few months is even an outstretch. I'm not gonna lie. You fucking need 2 weeks to really get adapted to full body. But just take my word for it. Use it for long enough, you're gonna adapt. I've had guys that are training for 20 fucking years, 10, 20 years of splits, and they can handle full body. Why? Because they gave it a chance. So give it a chance, all right? Just give it a fucking chance for one time in your life. And if you really don't like full body, then go to fucking upper lower push pull. Do what you want. But I'm just saying, stop blaming full body for all these issues. Because if I could do it, you could do it too. And of course, if my subscribers could do it, you can also do it too. There's no exceptions up in here, all right? There's no outlier shit going on. Don't say that I'm the fucking human specimen of the world that no one can fuck with. No, I'm not that special, all right? None of us are that special. We're just regular human beings adapting to the training, and it is what it is. So that's it for today's video. I hope you learned something. Give full body training a shot. Let me know what you think of it. And with that, I will talk to you all next time.